My name is Lauren Taniguchi. I am a casework supervisor for DCPMP, and I participated in the very beginning and the very first MICWIP program back in 2012. As a MICWIP, you are to take these two classes. It's trauma and child welfare and a leadership class. And both classes were eye-opening and enlightening. And one of the things that I really put into practice after these classes was what I learned from the leadership class. You know, it's been a lot of time talking about what kind of leader you are, what kind of leader you want to be, and who you are to your fellow, DCPMP workers. And what I really learned about myself, I guess one of two things that I learned about myself. One is that the kind of leader that I want to be is somebody who is flexible and able to bend when somebody needs me to bend. I'm not I don't need to be a rigid person. I'm willing to supervise in a way that each person needs me to be. And that was something that I had kind of started doing, but you don't always have like a word for it. You don't always have a name for it. And when I was in the leadership class, I started to understand that was a leadership style, is that understanding that people need different things from us, just like our families need different things from DCPMP. There can't be just this one cookie cutter answer, a cookie cutter way to supervision. And so what I understood and gained confidence in was the fact that I could be flexible to anybody that I was supervising and be able to give back to them what it is that I felt that they needed. So I would think that how much I value professional development is understanding that social work is never going to be just a job. It's never going to be, and I don't think that it's the reason that any of us, go to school to be social workers and why we ultimately work for DCPMP. It really is a lifestyle. It is a part of who you are. It becomes a part of who you are. And at the end of the day, I really, really like my job, and I really, really like what I do. I like working with our families. I like supervising my supervisors. I like supervising my workers. I like being a part of the team that, I hope to have created. And when you invest yourself in the fluidity of social work, and DCPMP helps to sustain that energy, you can really give that back to your families and the people that you're serving. And I would say that is, the most important aspect for me.